Have you ever been blindsided by someone's harsh words or actions? Felt that sting of disrespect and not known how to handle it? You're not alone. Disrespect can rattle even the strongest among us, but the way we respond can make all the difference. In this essential guide, we're unpacking 12 Stoic lessons to handle disrespect with dignity and poise. Each lesson is a step toward not just enduring, but rising above the negativity, turning moments of disrespect into opportunities for personal growth. And you'll want to stick around for the entire video, because the final point is the cornerstone of them all, a Stoic secret that can truly transform the energy of disrespect into a force for your own development. First lesson, recognize your worth. Your self-worth is not a currency subject to the valuation of others. It's an intrinsic value that you define for yourself. When someone disrespects you, it's often a reflection of their own limitations, not a measure of your significance. For example, if a colleague dismisses your idea without consideration, it's easy to feel undervalued. In these moments, remind yourself of your accomplishments and the times when your ideas have succeeded. Affirm your value by recalling positive feedback from others or the satisfaction of past work well done. Recognize that true worth is self-acknowledged. When you're secure in this knowledge, disrespectful remarks become like stones thrown at the sky. They never reach high enough to diminish your shine. Second lesson, control the controllable. When faced with disrespect, it's crucial to remember that the only thing you truly have control over is your own response. You can't dictate others' actions or words, but you can govern your reactions. Consider a scenario where someone cuts you off in traffic, making rude gestures. In that moment, you have a choice. Retaliate with anger, honking your horn and escalating the situation, or you can choose to remain calm, maintain your driving, and let the incident pass. By controlling your response, you keep the situation from affecting your peace of mind. Embrace the Stoic power of response, let go of the uncontrollable, and invest your energy in what you can shape: your actions, your mindset, and your emotional balance. Third lesson, reflect, don't react. A knee-jerk reaction to disrespect can often lead to regret. Stoicism teaches us the power of reflection over reaction. When someone's words or actions sting, take a breath and reflect before you respond. Imagine receiving a critical comment on social media. Instead of responding with a sharp reply, step away from the keyboard. Give yourself time to process the criticism. Ask yourself if there's any truth to it, how it affects you, and whether responding will benefit you or the situation. Often you'll find that silence is a more powerful reply. By reflecting first, you engage with the situation from a position of strength and composure, responding, if at all, in a way that aligns with your values and maintains your dignity. Fourth lesson, choose your battles. Not every act of disrespect warrants your energy. Stoicism teaches us the prudence of selecting our battles wisely. Ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a year, or 5 years? If the answer is no, it may not be worth the confrontation. For instance, if someone makes a disparaging remark about your work, evaluate whether their opinion is of consequence. Is it a boss whose feedback could affect your career, or just a passing negative comment from a stranger or acquaintance? The former may require addressing, while the latter can often be ignored. Choosing your battles saves your energy for what truly matters in life. It's about focusing on actions and interactions that are truly significant rather than getting caught up in every challenge to your ego. Fifth lesson, use disrespect as a mirror. Disrespect can be a mirror reflecting not your own failings, but the insecurities or troubles of the person displaying it. Recognizing this can diminish its sting and offer insights into the other person's perspective or pain. Imagine a coworker snaps at you over a minor issue. Instead of snapping back or internalizing the disrespect, consider what might be causing their behavior. Are they under pressure? Did they have a bad morning? This isn't about excusing their behavior, but understanding it can shift your reaction from one of personal affront to one of empathy. By using disrespect as a mirror, you open the door to compassion for others' struggles and detach your self-worth from their actions. This not only maintains your peace, but can also improve interpersonal dynamics. Sixth lesson: seek understanding. Stoicism encourages us to look beneath the surface of disrespectful behavior to seek understanding. Often, such actions are cries of confusion, ignorance, or pain. By striving to understand the root cause, we can address the core issue rather than just the symptoms. For example, if a friend speaks to you sharply, instead of immediately taking offense, try to understand what might be behind their words. Have they been under stress? Is there a misunderstanding that needs clearing up? Approach them later and ask if everything is okay, opening a dialogue to address underlying issues. This approach not only prevents conflicts from escalating, but also deepens relationships by fostering a climate of mutual respect and understanding. It's a powerful way to transform potential conflicts into moments of connection. Seventh lesson: maintain your equanimity. Equanimity, or the evenness of mind under stress, is a Stoic's shield. It means not allowing another's disrespect to disrupt your inner calm. This balance is maintained by accepting that some things, like the opinions and actions of others, are outside your control. Suppose someone belittles your achievements in a group setting. Maintaining equanimity doesn't mean you don't feel the sting. It means you don't let that sting control you. You acknowledge the slight, perhaps even offering a measured response if necessary, but you don't allow it to dominate your thoughts or ruin your day. By preserving your equanimity, you retain your power and composure. This inner tranquility becomes your baseline, ensuring that when disrespect comes, you meet it with a poise that is unshakable. Eighth lesson: respond with virtue. When faced with disrespect, responding with virtue means acting with integrity, kindness, and rationality, qualities that define the best version of ourselves. It's about meeting negativity with positivity, not as a sign of weakness, but as an assertion of character. Imagine someone at work spreading rumors about you. Instead of retaliating with gossip, you choose to address the issue directly with that person or decide to let your work ethic speak for itself. This doesn't mean you accept the disrespect, but you respond in a way that upholds your dignity and the Stoic virtue of temperance. By responding with virtue, you create a contrast that can not only disarm the situation, but can also serve as a mirror, reflecting back to the instigator the nature of their actions. This approach not only feels better internally, but it often yields better outcomes. Ninth lesson: set boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential Stoic practice in maintaining self-respect and teaching others how to treat us. It's about clearly defining what is acceptable and what isn't, then communicating and enforcing these limits with calm assertiveness. For example, if a colleague consistently speaks to you in a condescending tone, address the behavior directly and calmly. You might say, "I value open communication, but when you speak to me in that tone, it's not productive. Let's keep our discussions respectful." Establishing boundaries isn't an act of aggression, it's an act of self-care. By doing so, you protect your mental space from being compromised by others' disrespect. It's a practical way to apply Stoic wisdom, ensuring that your interactions are healthy and your dignity intact. 10th lesson: practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is a virtue that not only releases others from our judgment, but also frees us from the burden of carrying resentment. Stoicism teaches that holding onto anger is like holding a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Imagine a scenario where a friend has made an offhand comment that hurt your feelings. Instead of harboring bitterness, choose to forgive. You might say to yourself, "They may not have realized the impact of their words. I will not let this affect our relationship or my peace of mind." Practicing forgiveness doesn't mean you ignore the disrespect or allow it to continue. It means you acknowledge it, learn from it, and then let go of the animosity. This not only maintains your inner peace, but also often leads to healthier, more honest relationships. 11th lesson: reflect on the impermanence of relationships. Stoicism reminds us that all things are transient, including relationships. Reflecting on this impermanence can help us gain perspective when we face disrespect. It reminds us that today's source of discord may not be in our lives forever, and thus their ability to affect us is limited. For instance, if a colleague's disrespect is causing you distress, remind yourself that the work environment is always changing. Colleagues may move on, situations evolve, and you may not even remember these slights in the future. By contemplating the impermanent nature of relationships, you can distance yourself emotionally from the disrespect. This doesn't mean you don't care, but it helps you to not sweat the small stuff, knowing that the scenery of your life is ever-changing. 12th lesson: embrace Amor Fati. Amor Fati, or love of fate, is a Stoic concept that encourages us to embrace everything that happens to us, including acts of disrespect, as not only necessary but beneficial to our growth. It's about finding the good in every situation. Consider receiving harsh criticism that feels disrespectful. Instead of resenting it, embrace it as an opportunity to improve your work or to practice patience and understanding. You might think, this is an opportunity for me to grow thicker skin and learn to handle criticism with grace. Embracing Amor Fati means you take what life gives you and turn it into a strength. It's not just about acceptance, it's about a profound, positive passion for life, trusting that every experience, no matter how difficult, has value. In wrapping up, these 12 Stoic lessons offer a roadmap to maintaining dignity and inner peace in the face of disrespect. They teach us not to avoid or deny the discomfort, but to navigate through it with wisdom, virtue, and composure. Remember, the essence of Stoicism is not in passive acceptance, but in active engagement with what life presents us. By practicing these lessons, you can transform disrespect from a source of pain into a catalyst for personal growth and strength. Carry these teachings with you, apply them in moments of trial, and watch as they change not only how you handle disrespect, but also how you view your place in the world. Thank you for joining this journey into Stoic wisdom. Share your experiences, continue the practice, and stay stoic in the face of life's challenges.